Hold on, motion capture as in somebody acted it out in a mocap suit, or do you mean stop motion animation?
No, they acted out.
Okay.
It's what every video game now uses as well. Which
And
is
then
motion capture everything.
And then the studio died when they made Mars Needs Moms.
Oh my God. Thank you for bringing that movie up. That movie, I never want to see it. I remember this is when YouTube was really bad with the ads. I mean, like 6 ads in a video, and you couldn't skip them. It would constantly play Mars Needs Mom ad.
I think that's why nobody went to see it, to be honest. They were sick of it.
That's the only reason I know that movie, by the way, is because them fucking ads on YouTube.
The only reason I brought the studio up, because you mentioned about Jim Carrey playing all the roles in that movie, about Patrick Stewart about playing all the roles. Tom Hanks played basically all the roles in the Polar Express, like for the motion cap. It was weird.
Even the kid.
Oh, he played a black girl?
Probably.
Like, here you go, Tom Hanks. Get on your knees. Waddle around.
I'm not touching that one with a 10-foot pole.
What?
Well, it was better what Doomcock said on his video earlier.
What did he say?
He's like, just when you think Disney can't suck any harder, Mickey pulls out the knee pads.
Oh, his freaking commentary is hilarious. I know some people like get on him for being all about all the rumors and stuff, but he says every video, this is a rumor, I can't verify it. Take it with a grain of salt, and people still bitch. What more can he do?
I don't really listen to the rumors as much as he's more entertaining than have to shit on TV.
Yeah, but if he was
freaking metaphors and descriptions are phenomenal. But if he would
stop with the bullshit, like Lucasfilm rivalries, all this other bullshit, he's good on his own, just on his streams. I've watched his streams where he's just having fun and he's singing and shit.
Oh yeah, his Friday Night Frolics.
Yeah, them are fun. I haven't watched them a long time, but when he does that, it's fun. But when he starts pulling up this, KK is gonna get fired. KK is gonna get fired.
And again, he always said those are rumors based on sources and he can't verify. So until she gets fired, I never believe she's actually getting fired.
Yeah, but
every time I turn on one of these reports, I remind myself, this isn't a news report. This is rumor discussion.
Yeah, but he's not. Come on. He's been doing this shit since what, 2018?
But I'll tell you something. If Disney's going through a fire sale right now and they're shutting down Marvel and Star Wars, I don't know how she survives. Honestly.
She's still going to survive. She's still going to survive.
According to Clownfish, nobody wants to take her position because they don't want the mess.
Can you blame them?
I'll take it.
I'll take the IPs. I don't want the position.
I'll take the position.
If Marvel fell apart and you were offered, you can take any character and own them that you want out of the catalog, which one would it be?
Wait, you mean IP? Characters is way too little.
Okay, well, IP. Any IP, you can take one and take it with you, and you will own it from here on out. Which one would it be?
I would take Batty from Firm Gully. Old Robin Williams, you can never go wrong with.
Hold on, wait. That's Marvel?
That's Lucasfilm.
Oh, okay. I asked Marvel, but yeah, Lucasfilm too. Screw it, why not? What would you want,
The
Billy?
obvious answer would probably be Star Wars. But I'll go with one that's not Star Wars. I'll go with The Incredibles.
That could be fun.
I'd take that. You could really do a lot with it.
I'm surprised.
Cross Comics has joined us. Greetings, Cross Comics. He says hi all and Herman.
Yo.
Cross Comics recognizes the value of the hedge.
Yeah, Cross Comics is the producer of the Canadian Shield. He also does some Canadian Shield. He's Rick Piper is Canadian, and he has his own comic character, the Canadian Shield. And he works with. He's known to work with an artist, John Dillard, and John Dillard is a fantastic artist. Fantastic.
I can't wait until we figure out who the art, or when the art, because we're supposed to get the artist for the Alpha Korvork and Yaira. before the 31st.
Okay, Lucasfilm did Labyrinth, Howard the Duck, Willow, Tucker the Man in His Dream. I'd pass on that one. The Land Before Time, the Indiana Jones stuff, all the Star Wars stuff. Red Tails. I don't even know what that is. Strange Magic.
That's the black fighters. Read out. You know this.
Oh yeah, I know.
One.
It's a Tuskegee Airmen.
Yeah.
They also did American Graffiti, which that was that actually was George Lucas's. Yeah, that was George Lucas's claim to fame. That's how he got. I think that's how he got greenlit for Star Wars.
That's how he got Harrison Ford as well.
Yeah, because that actually did very well in the box office. I remember going seeing it. It was a good movie. And so they finally let him greenlight Star Wars.
Man, I'm fixing to go watch the original 3 Indiana Jones, the only ones that exist.
And then Twice Upon a Time Latino and Mishima for Life. I don't even know what that is. I don't know if I had to take something. Maybe I'd take freaking Labyrinth or Willow and.
Oh, were we supposed to take Lucasfilm stuff?
Well, I mean, if it was a Disney.
Okay.
If it was a Disney. I mean, the other one I would take would be Up, but I mean, that's kind of, you can't go very far with that. And you already took The Incredibles.
You can only go one direction with that one.
Yeah. That was a great.
Make Carl go on a freaking date and ruin everything.
Yeah, but Herman, you could make decent sequels to Up.
No, because that was contained, and I don't think you'd only be able to do it with the kid. You couldn't do it with the guy because the kid would.
Yeah, it would have to be like Russell as an adult trying to.
Well, the old guy could be guiding him.
But you can have a fun stuff with him trying to connect with his son.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't think you'd get very far with it. But they did have those adventures.
Before you hit the atmosphere, I'm okay. Got it.
And that's another thing too. That was probably the last good. I think the last really good animation that ever came out of frickin' Disney was Up.
Well, that'd been Pixar. What was Up Pixar production?
I think Up was Pixar. Don't they own Pixar?
Yeah, they own Pixar, but there's also Disney Animation, which is the
how about I go right for the throat and go for an IP from Disney Animation Studio?
And what one? Which one?
Atlantis: The Lost Empire.
Oh, that's nice, not a bad one.
Especially considering Disney does not give a crap about it. So, and you know how much
good. Then they're not going to ruin it with a live action remake.
They're trying.
But you think so? Frequency. You think so?
You know how much lore was baked to make that film? Like it's crazy.
There was a lot of research for that.
Stormcrow said he would keep Treasure Planet.
Yep.
That was one of Disney's last, Princess and the Frog was Disney's last, I think, animated.
But the failure of Treasure Planet is basically what doomed 2D animation.
Which I don't understand why. I really liked that one.
It's because they spent so much money on using
the marketing
CGI
wasn't handled well.
Animation and all that. And they've done horrible marketing for it.
It's too bad because that was one of my favorites from that decade.
Princess and the Frog's still good if you want to go back and watch that one. That came out.
Actually, I've never seen that one.
It's pretty good.
They got Keith David, so that's all that matters to me.
Yeah, Keith David's the main bad guy, and the songs are pretty cool because they're voodoo.
Whenever he shows up, things just get better.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, can you believe the one I would take would be a Marvel property, and this sounds kind of out in left field at first glance, but I would take the Black Panther franchise.
Yeah, but that would just be all of Marvel. So you could just say Marvel. You'd have all of Marvel.
Nope, just a Black Panther franchise.
It's a bargain right now. It's so affordable.
Remember, Bastet is a major character in my stories, so it would fit in nicely.
I would, in all honesty, try to save the Jim Henson stuff.
Yeah, but you got to name something specific, Maji.
The Muppets.
You got the Muppets.
Yeah, you know, if you could.
I mean, Sesame Street would have to be a package deal with Sesame Street, since the cast of one and the other are mostly the same.
Sesame Street, though.
Yeah, but the problem is the characters are the same characters.
He's trying to get you them. He's trying to get you fucking Sesame Street with Muppets. You're fucking up this deal, okay?
Yeah,
you're supposed to say.
I'm working with you. I'm trying to get you all the characters.
Yeah, then you can have crossovers and everything.
Oh, actually have the letter A represent the letter A? Wow.
Yeah, now she is race swapped, I'm pretty sure, from the original story. Isn't she, Herman? From Princess and the Frog?
Yes, she is.
But now, where did the original story take place?
Not New Orleans.
Yeah.
The reason I say that is I'm going to point back to Little Mermaid for a minute. Everybody who was, myself included, who was griping that they're not sticking true to the source material with the character designs, if they said this is a Caribbean version of the Little Mermaid from the get-go, I don't think nobody would have a problem.
Exactly. But what island nation is this in the remake? It makes no sense.
Well, the other thing too, that did have a certain amount of controversy when it did come out, because it was believed that they were doing the race swapping, but it wasn't that big of a deal because the Princess and the Frog, that story, because I think it was a Grimm fairy tale, if I can remember correctly. But I mean, it was like one of those things where it's like, this is such a minor story, no one really cared about it.
Well, yeah, it's a fable.
It was
it's
also
not a full-fledged
good
story.
Yeah,
it was also good, and it wasn't really that race baiting shit. You know?
No, and and they did a good job, obviously, because people are here saying, "Yeah, we should watch that." So,
who was it? Moesha that played Cinderella a few years back.
Here's the thing,
or was it Raven Simone?
Yeah,
but nobody complained about that. People
can't
like
get away
that.
with race swaps at all. You can't get away with a race swap with Snow fucking White.
No, you can't.
It's in her name. It goes along with her appearance.
Then on top of that, they made Gal Gadot the evil, ugly stepmother. It's like, it's freaking Gal Gadot. Really?
Oh, that's why I watched the Critical Drinker video on that today. I broke out laughing when he was like, "Oh, I'm going to give you the original description of Snow White," and he just starts streaking like straight fucking German. When he
and then he translated it directly after.
Yeah, then he's like, well, "What that means is black hair, pale white skin."
Did you happen to catch the short video from Just Some Guy on this subject?
I haven't.
Yeah, he put what's her name playing Snow White? I'm sorry, I forgot her name.
I don't remember her name.
Yeah, but they put her side by side. He put up a picture of her side by side with Gal Gadot, and he said, "I'm sorry, but you can't tell me that Gal Gadot isn't the prettier one. I have eyes, and so does everyone else.
Yeah,
you can see."
Like half of the world is like salivating over frickin' Gal Gadot, and this other chick, nobody knows who she is.
Why would you have her play the evil stepmom?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. It boggles
because
the mind.
Reasons.
Some of the decisions being made.
Like, I don't even think she would make a good villain for acting.
No, that's the other thing. She would make a horrible villain.